digital presence. What is digital presence? Digital presence includes content that you control, like your website and social media profiles. Also, content that you do not control, such as online reviews. It refers to how business appears online. It's what people find when they search for your business or company on the internet, when they want to know more about you. That's what we call digital presence. It is any existence of an individual or business that can be found via an online search. If we want to get you, we want to know more about you, we can get you through digital presence. That's what we are talking about. Digital presence also, an individual is not active on the internet. That's another issue. You may not be active on the internet, yet you are going to have an online presence if you are a member of an association that has a member directory listing online. Now, I'm going to explain something. Some of you here, you have very good digital presence, because the reason why you have good digital presence is because not only because of your own activities in the digital world. Are you getting it now? You're not only because of your own issue in the digital world, but rather because of your company, where you belong, maybe because of where you work. Some of us that are lecturing, for example, maybe the school where you lecture, that school is online, that school has digital presence. So one way or the other, you also will have digital presence. That's what we are talking about. It doesn't stop there. Digital presence, some talk about digital presence. I want to know you. When I get online, I will get to know you. There are some of you here, but this set is very fortunate. It is taking training to the next level with this set, because there are some of you here that your digital presence is very, very strong. But you know, one good thing is, like I told one of them, that look, I know you could have a very good digital presence, but digitalization takes a process. Some of you do not have digital presence at all. I've checked. That's why I said, send me that, your name, the last assignment I gave, the pre-class activity, to understand how your digital presence works. Do you understand? And I've checked for some of you. I'll be showing you the report as we move on, and I've been able to discover your level of digital presence and the reason why you have that digital presence. Then there's something else which we'll be talking about tomorrow. That's digital footprint. That one is different from digital presence. So those of you who have digital presence, some of you will think because of your digital presence, you do not need, you have nothing to do with digitalization training. Oh, you have a lot to learn from the world of digitalization. So where digital presence, it is formed by different things. Your personal activities, your personal presence online can give you digital presence. Apart from that, apart from your personal presence online, you equally have some issues which will give you digital presence. That is the organization you work with. Then your digital friends can also give you digital presence. Kind of friends you keep in the digital world. You're not talking about digital friends. You are not talking of those you discuss with or just have relationship with. We are talking of the blog that connects to your blog. We are talking of the website that connects to your website, and that will give you digital presence. Some of you don't have digital friends. You don't have any blog that is talking about you. No digital friend. You don't have any website apart from your own that is talking about you. Why some of you don't even have your personal website? You go to having digital friends. So you discover that to maximize in the digital world, you need digital presence. Apart from that, you need digital friends, because that will lift you up and take you to what you are supposed to be. So lack of web presence is critical for all individuals, all industries. Lack of blog or lack of website or an online presence can lead to potential clients or patients to find similar business elsewhere. For example, we have someone here who is a well-known musician. This person is having a digital presence. If she doesn't have digital presence and people need her, they will go elsewhere because they cannot find her online. You understand? But someone who is a network marketer, someone who is a medical doctor, someone who is a lecturer, someone who is a lawyer, such people, you discover that if they don't have digital presence, if they are not seen in the digital world, if they are not met in the digital world, the people, instead of coming to you, they will go to other places. And of course, that's a disadvantage. Now, let's look at it diagrammatically. What are we talking about diagrammatically? You look at this now, online community. Are you with me there? You have the online community. The online community talks more about the digital presence. You see that. Now you see that you are, if you check this, you see the social videos, social profile groups, network. That's the presence. This announces your presence. You see it now. Now, can you see this? I love this. This laptop is telling you something. What is the laptop telling you? The laptop is telling you that all the documents are there. There is no need going to this place, going to that place. Everything is brought together in that system. Everything about you. Now you will appreciate this young man. He's working on the phone. That's digital presence. You work, everything you are going to do, everything you are going to connect, everything goes via that phone. And that is what we are talking about when we talk about digital presence. Then you are going to have the online community. You know, just as I told you, like, for example, now we are in a class. You are my friend, I'm your friend. So I might not have even seen you before. Most of you on this training today, I don't even know you if I meet you physically. But you are my digital friend. You are in my digital community. We belong to the same place. If someone is calling you now, you tell the person, please hold on. I'm in a class. Who is your teacher? You don't know him physically, but you know him digitally. So you see the mentality is changing. There is a turnaround. Now, what are the futures of digital presence? The first future is be here now. Are you getting it? Be here now. That's the first future of digital presence. You are talking of you just have to be on ground. In digital presence, if someone needs you, the fact that you are in class does not mean you cannot be reached. I want to explain it this way. You know, we always say that a man is limited by location. But digital presence is saying the limitation by location is deleted and removed. Limitation by location is deleted and removed. Are you getting it? That is the meaning of be here now. When you talk about digital presence, you keep communicating. Now, for example, I have a blog. Now, I've written a lot of things on my blog. The number of people within 4 weeks, I had over 5,000 hits, 5,000 readers worldwide. Do you understand? That's being here now. As we speak now, some people are reading my work. They read from different places. Some read from India, some read from Netherlands, some read from Cote d'Ivoire, some read from France. Are you getting it now? They read from different places, and these different places from where they are reading, you understand? That means I am with them. I'm just sitting there. Now, if you need my CV, you need any of my documents, there's no, you don't have any problem. Just get online, you have everything there. Are you getting the concept? I am there now. So you can always say, oh, we have gotten what we needed from him. We have gotten him. How did you get me? Because you have gone online, you saw my digital presence, I am there for you. That is exactly what the situation should be about every one of you. Now, I've thanked everybody on this platform. Only about 2-3 of you have digital presence. All the rest, wow, you don't have digital presence. And we are going to be looking straight into that. That's why I kept on mentioning it. I wanted to be sure that everybody is in class, because this class is very important. What digital presence? It means creating a powerful presence. One of the best feelings in the world that you can have is for you to know that your presence and your absence means something to someone. You know what that means? If you are not online, your blog is down, your website is down. Someone should call you and ask you, hello, what is happening? Why are we not seeing you online? Hello, what is happening? Why are we not, we cannot reach you? That you know that someone is looking for you. Someone needs you. You understand? It's one of the features of digital presence. Another thing is very important. Are you there? Are you looking at this? Know thyself, grow thyself. This is key. This is germane. Know yourself, grow yourself. You have to know yourself. You have to identify yourself. Then you have to grow yourself. Now, what does that mean? I want you to get this very clearly. Are you following this? Know thyself, grow thyself. First thing, you have to identify who you are. If you don't identify who you are, you don't know yourself, there's nothing you are doing in this world. That's the one thing I'm always giving. You must know yourself. You must identify who you are. You must identify your personality. You must identify your peculiarity. You must identify your strength. From yesterday's class, you know, we were talking about what is your strength. From that question I gave you in class, what exactly are you good at? And I've explained to you, for you to feed your family, for you to eat, your profession is enough. But by the time we come for the issue of you want to be wealthy, then your strength is important. You see, your presence is to say, know yourself. After you have known yourself, after identifying yourself, one of the things required in digitalization is growth. You must grow. You know, some people are 50 years old, but they are 30 years grown. They're not getting that. Someone can be 80 years old. You can be 60 years old. But when we look at how grown you are, I don't ask people how old are you. I ask them how grown are you. In the digital world, how grown are you? In the digital world, some of you are just 10 years old. In the digital world, some of you are just 10 years grown. And you getting the concept now. And so we are looking at it. That you should, that's why we are looking at that aspect. That after knowing yourself, you have to grow yourself. You have an email, grow yourself. You came into the digital world just the way you came in 5 years ago. That's the same way you are. You are not growing. Your profile is not growing. The futures of digitalization, the futures of digital presence is for you to grow. How do you grow in the digital world? You have to grow in the physical world before you grow in the digital world. But some people are growing in the digital world, but they are in the physical world, but they are not growing in the digital world. Let me tell you this for example. Maybe you had your BSc about 5-10 years ago, and later you got your MSc. After getting your MSc, you never bothered to go online to have it that now I'm a master's holder. One of the classes we had about 1 or 2 weeks ago, I went to check a particular professor who also registered for the program. And you know, one thing that was funny is the last time his data was updated was 12 years ago when he was a lecturer 1. You understand what I'm saying? He was not, you see, he was not even a doctor then. And now he's a professor, but on the internet, in the digital world, he is still seen as a mistake because he's not growing digitally. Everything you do, you must have it. Are you getting it? For example, you are in this training now. As you are in this training, you discover that as you are in this training, some things are happening. What are the things happening? For example, you are now having a training. After this training, those of you are interested, you make your payment for certificate, just 500 naira. After you have collected that certificate, you must make sure it is added to your page. On your Facebook page, it must be added. On your Twitter, it must be added. I've added knowledge. That is growing yourself. If you go anywhere, if you go for anything, anywhere you go to, anything you go for, make sure it is recorded digitally, not only physically. The only thing most of you celebrate is birthday. No, it goes beyond that. Every additional qualification. If you have learned how to speak English, of course, you communicate in English. Maybe you now went for a training, and the training is on spoken English, and you were able to pass through. The next thing you do is to add it. Those are the things we need. What we need is not what the pictures you pack on Facebook about your family, about your movement. That's not what we need. You know, and I've always wondered about that. I'm going to talk more about it today and tomorrow. You discover that a boy just yesterday or 2 days ago, it was reported that someone was murdered because he was displaying his wealth on Facebook. Facebook is not a place you display wealth. What you display there is value, not wealth. You display your value. What do you carry? What is your content? I've told you, digitalization is vital to carry your content to the country. If you want to move your content to the countries, the only thing you need is digitalization. We move ahead. Presence occurs in the moment. That's another issue. What are you doing at the moment? Your presence, what are you doing at the moment? You are in a training class. This training class is a serious one. Don't take it as if, oh, what am I doing? I've just registered. It's just 2,000 naira. It doesn't matter. No, it matters a lot. What you need to do, what you have to do is to pay attention. After you have paid attention to it, the next thing is report it. Everything you do, as you add value, you report it. That is growing yourself in the digital world. It's not just remaining. Some people will say, I'm there, that's my email. I know that's your email. What have you done? Oh, that's my Facebook. What have you done with your Facebook? What are you contributing? That is growing yourself. Another thing is that you are next self-awareness and inner wisdom. Then you mustn't stop. Call to action. You mustn't stop. Call to action. It's key and germane. Another issue we are going to be looking at next is importance of digital presence. What are the importance that we want to look at? Number one, you see that digital presence, it helps you as an individual, it helps you to get more opportunities as you are easy to be found. You know, one thing is this, if you are looking for people and it is within your locality, they can call you, no problem. But by the time we are looking for professionals, most of the time we don't look for local people. They want to look at people who have track records. How do we get this? That's the function of digitalization. That's the importance of digital presence. I will show you later in the class. LinkedIn. Some people checked my profile on LinkedIn. Then I found out that one of them works in maybe Chevron or Shell, one of these top oil companies. Now you see, the fact is, I don't know the person needed my CV. The person has gone to LinkedIn, read about me, whatever decision he wants to take is left to him. But I am there, I can be gotten. Some people came to me online. You know what they were telling me? Please, can you be our mentor? We want to learn about public speaking. Now, the question is, I don't know you before, but how did we meet? They met me online. They saw my work. They saw what I've done. They saw my writing. They saw what they went to YouTube. They checked me up. When they saw those, they said, oh my, young man, we need you to train us. So when you talk about digital presence, if you help people get more opportunities, people that don't know you, they will know your work. And this is why I need to re-emphasize. I've said it time and again. The company in Germany does not need your family picture. The company doesn't need it. The company in France is not interested in how many children you have, how many wives you have. It's not their interest. What they are interested in is your value. That is why online, what you should be displaying. That's why if you see that when very shortly, you will see me, I will be displaying the digital presence of some members of this class, because I've checked everything online. That's what I've been doing since morning. Now you discover that these people, they are not interested. All the pictures you share on your birthday, nobody cares about it. Do you understand? So stop wasting information about your family. That's not the purpose of digitalization. A lot of us are abusing these things. By the time you go there, you display your family, you display your wealth. It's not needed. What is needed is your value. Who are you? The LinkedIn wants to get you based on who you are. Oh, I am an engineer, they want to get you. I am an accountant, they want to get you. I'm a librarian, they want to get you. I'm a doctor, they want to get you. I'm a lawyer, they want to get you. By the time they need lawyers, they will look for you. By the time they need engineers, they will look for you. Then you have to learn the language of the internet. Take, for example, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm not going to say motivational speaker. No, what they call us is coach. No, I'm a coach. I'm a life coach. I just look at coach. Is a coach. When you say life coach, you discover that by the time they are looking for life coach, they look for the attributes. Nobody is looking for married men. Nobody is looking for married women. Online, what they are looking for is value. What you carry, your content. So what you should be displaying on your Facebook, by the time you want to write on your Facebook, don't just write anything. What you are writing is not meant for those who know you. It's meant for those who don't know you, who wants to know you, who wants to get to you, who needs your services. Do you understand? That's it. You see, social media is to sell yourself. That's the function. You want to sell yourself. You are a counselor. You want others to know that, look, you have challenges in this area. I'm good. I'm a marriage counselor, for example. If you have challenges in your marriage, why not? You can contact me. I'm an academician. You have challenges, you can contact me. I'm a spiritual person. If you have challenges in your spiritual life, you can contact me. That's what we are talking about. That's the value. Some people, you just want to tell them, be patient, calm down, and they want to tell their body. They are looking for someone to speak to. And you know one thing, if you know the common language down, if you go to anybody and tell them this, and that, they say, ask Google. When they ask Google, the question is, will they see you in Google? When they ask LinkedIn, will they see you in LinkedIn? I checked some of the results, some of you said. Some of you don't have LinkedIn account, you don't have your Twitter handle, some do not even have Facebook. It's very painful. You wonder why. And those who have, what are you doing with it? Do you understand? Now, another thing you need to understand is it helps you to tell your story the way you want it told. What do people call you in your area? Oh, they have called you different names. That is not your name. You don't have any problem. Get online. With digitalization, when you have a blog, for example, you will tell your story the way you want it told. Even when you have gone after death, you will still discover that what you left, what you have done, is going to be there for others to read about you. That's it. You will tell your story the way you want it told. Now, websites and social media platforms, they are excellent marketing tools. Let me tell you something. For you to be in this class, how many posters did I make? Maybe a single one. How many people will read it? Over 1,000 people. Do you understand that? I made a video, a short video yesterday. I spread it this morning. Some of you watched the video. You understand? You discovered that I didn't make two. If you are in the physical world and you want to sell, you have a program, maybe a seminar, a church program, you have a conference program, whatever. You know how many posters you are going to make. You know how many people it has to reach. But in the digital world, it is easy. With your website, with your blog, with your graphic design, which you are learning already, you discover that you will just get all those things easily and things will not be difficult at all. That's part of the example. Another thing is, it is cost effective. The methods are cost effective in sending out information to thousands, several thousands of people. And digital presence has a huge influence. It has a huge influence on whether customers, on the way customers make purchasing decisions. Let me tell you something about digital presence. If you have digital presence, you don't bore people. No, don't tell me you are boring people. There are some people here that just joined. You know why they just joined? Because of the video they watched this morning. It's very funny. Now, you know, someone will ask you, oh, it's like that program, I don't even understand. He has been saying it. As he's been saying it, he's registering his mind. But there are so many things that you have on his mind because you must have purpose. I'm telling you these principles so that when, as you come into the world of digitalization, you will know how it operates. Digitalization, you will keep sending your information. You won't be tired. They will read, some will ignore, some will accept. You won't be tired. So it gives huge influence on the way consumers make purchasing decisions. Oh, I will go for it. Oh, I will not go for it. The way they make their purchasing decisions is based on how much of digital presence that you have. And for you to have digital presence, persistency is key. What's the next thing we are looking at now? Now we want to look at some components of digitalization. One of the key components is digital branding. Now I have to talk about this here. If you know someone who has a car, maybe he has a red car, and of course there's a meeting and you expect him to be there. Once you get to the car park and you see the red car, what does it mean? That person is there, branding. Now when you talk about branding, now you have to get it very clearly. When you talk about branding, it starts from your look. How do you look? Now if you go to Facebook and you check my Facebook page, if you begin to look at my pictures, some 5-6 years ago, when I finished my PhD, you will discover that I have not grown this long hair. You understand? I took my time. After going for lectures on branding, I took my time and I asked myself, how do I want to look? Do you understand? How do I want to look in pictures? How do I want to be portrayed? How do I want to look when I'm 80? How do I want to look when I'm of old age? Do you understand? I sat down and I discovered, okay, this is the best way for me to look. I took my time. You understand? And since then, I maintained it. When you talk of branding, it starts from your look. Some of you, your picture, there's one of you here. I'm not sure if it's on already. When I checked his account, I discovered that he did not even have his pictures at all. Your look, some of you, your look on Facebook is quite different from your look on Twitter. Your look on Twitter is different from your look on LinkedIn. Such things are not right. You understand? Your look must be unique. Your look must be consistent. Please, I want to beg you. In the digital world, you'll be learning that tomorrow. In the digital world, please, you don't play anti games. Don't try it at all. Be consistent. The first thing in branding is your look. Look, you're only looking at yourself today. If you want to grow your long hair and maintain it. If you want to go a short cut, grow the short cut and maintain it. Your look must be consistent. That's something you have to understand. Your look. Then your look must not contradict your person. Then, for example, you are a singer. Okay, you are a pastor, for example, and being a pastor, and by the time you dress, they look at your dressing as if you are a musician, you are an entertainer, you are a comedian. You see, there's contradiction. If you are a pastor, your look must show it. That's your look. If you have a blog, for example, and your blog is www.yourname.com, and you are a lawyer, your best bet is to be your wig and gown, because that shows you clearly this person is a lawyer, and people can come and approach you. But if you are not a lawyer, you are a musician, you now went to borrow wig and gown somewhere, you wore it, you are looking for problem because you are contradicting. Your look is contradicting your person. You understand? Personal digital branding, it starts with your look. Another thing is your name. Some of you, I explained to you yesterday that when your email, you need to spell your email for people to write. You are not doing right. You understand? Your name must be consistent. Please go back and check. What is your name on Facebook? What is your name on LinkedIn? What is your name on Twitter? Your name must be consistent. I've spoken about your look. I've spoken about your name. Then another issue is your dressing. Your dressing more, let's go stay with your look. Your dressing should equally reflect the person that you are. Your dressing must not confuse us at all. Your dressing must tell us who exactly am I, and you understand. And that will tell you a lot. Now, the key of in the digital space, it's about your brand story. If you're a musician, for example, your brand story, you should show it. You see, at times some people don't understand something. In the digital world, we don't speak. Digital world has nothing to do with communication. People are not patient to read what you want to write. They are not patient to even hear you, but they are patient to look at graphics. If you are a musician, every picture that goes with you should show a sign of music. If you go on Google and you check my picture, you will hardly find me without a mic. You will always see me speaking because that is my line. You don't need to ask. You don't need to be told, what is this guy's work? Do you understand? Oh, this one is a speaker. This one is a coach. This one is a teacher. Do you understand? That is exactly what I do. Now you look at this. It is the key to establishing a meaningful connection. And that is how people will know you. That's how they're going to relate with you. That's how they're going to have a balance. That is why they have an understanding of who you are. Now if you look at this place we discover, identity-owned properties, digital branding, on social media, then another issue is credibility. Please, I will be teaching you more about this tomorrow. Credibility. You see, in the physical world, you can repent. In the physical world, you can someone who is a thief in a particular state can go to another state and tell them, I have turned a new leaf. I am no more who I used to be. There is a lot of difference. I have changed. Such a person has changed. Yes, nobody is arguing. But now you need to get something very clear. And what is that? You need to discover that that person who changed in the physical world cannot repeat same in the digital world, because there is no state in the digital world without a single state. It's the universe. So your credibility, don't lie so that you can last. That's what I tell people. I will show you very shortly. Don't lie so that you can last. I don't know if you are there. Don't lie so that you can last. In the digital world, you don't lie. You tell us exactly who you are. You tell us exactly what you have. You don't come to fake anything, because most of the time it bounces back. You'll be wondering, at least it's my blog. How will it bounce back? I'll be showing you that tomorrow, because by the time you see how it bounces back, you'll be surprised that, wow, is this possible? Is this the way it works? And sincerely, that's the way it works. And that's why you have to be extra careful about your branding. You have to be extra careful. Your branding must be consistent. You must not wait. Another issue is your presence must not be off and on. You know, there's a way we greet each other. If you have not seen me for long and you are my friend, when you see me, you greet me, how are you? It's been long. You understand that? That's what we say. In the digital world, don't allow it to be long. You must be consistent. You must be conscious. There are some things that are needed. Your consistency, your consciousness, they are key. They are key in the digital world. If you lose your consistency, if you lose your consciousness, you have lost a lot of things. Let me explain further if you don't understand. Some of you are going to have blogs later. Once you have a blog, if you want to be posting every week, post every week. If you want to be posting 2 weeks, post 2 weeks. You understand? You must be consistent. That is the thing. You cannot afford to just stay off. No, you can't. You cannot afford to just be moved. No, you can't. If you are going to be, if anything you want to do, plan it and be consistent, because the digital world follows consistency. Don't forget, your rating in the digital world is based on your subscribers and your followers. I have to tell you that. Now, what do they follow? These are the things they follow. You have the way you write, you have what to write on. Those of us who are going to have blog, I've told you who are those who should have blog. Anybody who has a content. Oh, okay. I think I mentioned this yesterday. We have some lawyers in our midst, and I told the lawyers yesterday, I said, look, if you are looking for creating a physical chamber, you are deceiving yourself. It is www.yourname.com, and that's the first aspect of law. Maybe you have chosen an aspect, you are very good at it. Maybe you are a corporate lawyer. You begin to write about corporate law. When you begin to write about corporate law consistently, then they will rate you in that regard. then people that have matters relative, relevant to law, such people will approach you. Now, if you're a medical doctor, I mean, of course, we have medical doctors in our midst, and maybe you are in the, you deal with adults, or you deal with, maybe you are a gynecologist. If you're a gynecologist, you will write about that. When you write about that aspect, you are consistent about it, you have formed a brand. That is another form of brand. That is having your specialty, having your niche, having your area, and that's a lot of things you discover that these are the things people miss out in the digital world. You cannot come today, you have written about a particular topic today, and tomorrow you are, okay, say for example, you wrote about engineering today. Tomorrow you are writing about medicine, and you are saying, oh no, when it comes to health, you are a professional. When it comes to engineering, you are a professional. The next day you want to write about accountancy, and the fourth day you are writing about law. They now ask you, are you confused? You get what I'm saying? In digital world, consistency is key, because one, you must be credible. Once you identify, we have to know what you identify you with. Now, what am I looking for as an individual? I want to be father of digitalization. Oh, why? I'm looking for it. I want to be known with mentality and reality. I'm looking for it. I'm working towards it. I'm writing on it. I want to be known in the legal world. I'm writing on it. You understand? You must understand your identity. Your identity. You must be identified with something apart from your identity. After your identity, the next thing that you have to be identified with, the next thing that you have to follow is you must be visible to the people. When we talk about visibility, you are talking about being, that's in your SEO. I mentioned SEO yesterday. I remember the lawyer amongst us yesterday was asking me what's the meaning of SEO, search engine optimization. And that's what you see here. Search engine rankings, visibility. People want to see you are visible in the digital world. If you say that you are a musician, when we list musician, what is your rating? If you are an academician, of course, in academics, you have different fields. Okay, take for example, you are in information system. If you are in digitalization, how much of rating do you have in your area? That is visibility. Are you getting that? That's part of branding. If you claim to be something, but you are not someone where you claim to be something, then you are nothing. That's what it means in the digital world. And that's why, and the question is, you'll be wondering, okay, how do I start now? Where do I go about it? The only way the best way to start is how you have started. That you are here, you have started. The next thing is consistency. You see, you are not, most of the time, maybe you are spending 1 hour online before. You will still spend the 1 hour. But the 1 hour you are going to spend now will be fruitful. It's not the type of 1 hour you used to spend in the past. In the past, maybe the 1 hour you spend, you only spend it on WhatsApp, and everything you do on WhatsApp, you want to hear the truth. It does not have record in rating you. That's the funny thing. Everything you tap on WhatsApp, it has no record. You tap on WhatsApp, you tap on some of these things. Nobody will rate you with what you have typed on WhatsApp. You understand? And that's why you have to understand where you should spend your strength. The pictures you post on Facebook, happy birthday, is not rated. It's not. You understand? These are the things you need to understand. These are the issues you have to comprehend so that you can move forward. Now, another issue which I wanted to get is the ways to create a good professional digital presence. Now, digital presence, of course, most people have it. I've told you. How do you create? One, share your passion. Please, can someone type that word, passion? I want you to just type it, passion. Let me be sure you are with me. Let me see someone typing passion. Share your passions, Please don't go to the area you will start and stop. Share your passions. If you want to have digital presence, you want to last in that world. Yes, I want to read from some of you. Yes, share your passion. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm saying that. You understand? Share your passion. Dr. Kyle, thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Kyle. I thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate that. Professor General, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm very grateful. Evening. Thank you. You share your passion. Share your passion. That's the key thing. You share your passion. Now, there's a question I love asking students. You look at me. Do you think I'm passionate about what I'm doing? If I ask you that question. If you're asked, am I passionate about this training? Am I passionate about digitalization? That's what we talk about passion. Look, let me tell you something. I can teach this course for another 10 days, non-stop. You know the reason? I am passionate about it. Anything you are passionate about, you will not run out of oil. You are getting that. Anything you are passionate about, you will keep flowing. It's your field. It's your area. You keep reading. You are excited. You are not looking at the financial issue. You see, passion cures a lot of persecution. Passion cures a lot of challenges. It cures it. The challenges that will come, what will have waved you away, your passion will take it off. When you are talking to people about this, you will be consistent. It's your passion. You are not getting it. You are passionate. You are understanding it. You share your passion. Please sit down. That's why I beg adults. This thing is more for a lot of adults. I've always plead for them that they should please understand this aspect. You need to sit down and understand what is my passion. If you don't have answer to this question, don't come into the digital world. You know the reason. You will be able to connect, but you may not be able to complete. In the digital world, you have to share your passion, your interest, and what help people to get to know you. It's your area of interest. Oh, if you are talking about me now, you can't talk about sports and mention my name. I've never spoken about sport. I'm not usually interested in it. I'm not passionate about it. If I start talking about sports now, in the next 30 minutes, I'll start repeating my words. But I can speak the way I'm speaking for another 2-3 hours without repeating any word because I'm passionate about this. I am giving a lot of things to this. This is an area I love, I appreciate. You have to understand and share your passion. Yes, thank you so much. I'm very passionate. I love that. You understand? So you have to be passionate. Now, the way I'm passionate about digitalization, the way I'm passionate about passing knowledge, and that's the other thing. Understand the formula and understand the application. The formula is I am passionate about sharing knowledge with people. But in digitalization, I'm very good. And that is why I'm sharing it this way. You understand? You must be passionate. If you look at some of us are passionate about music. We can sing, we don't know how it flows. You see, that's it. When you are passionate, you can't even explain the source. The source can only be God. You are passionate. It's your area. You love it. Some people are passionate. There's something you are passionate about. The reason is this. Digitalization, the digital world is continuous. It's more or less non-ending. So because of that reason, anything you are not passionate about, you will run out of fuel. One day, you won't be able to continue. And at that time, your rating will begin to drop. But once you find your passion, your continuity is certain. Certainty in continuity is hinged on proper passion being discovered. You have to properly discover your passion. Once you discover it, you are going to fire to the end. Apart from that, you find your niche. I've said this time and again. After finding your passion, you find your niche. Where do you belong? Do you understand? You can't be everywhere. Understand this. So if you tell me you don't know what to do online, that's the first problem. Can you see? This is the more reason why I keep telling you. It's not about understanding how to use computer. Now you have started designing. I told you yesterday, in yesterday's class, that by the time we are meeting today, you will have started designing. Do you know that, should I tell you, by the time we are meeting for the final class tomorrow, by the special grace of God, you will discover that you will have become professionals in graphic design. You'll be able to design any poster. You will only be improving. And last class, we had a pastor who was part of the class. Just before this class started, he sent me a poster. He's having a meeting online, a crusade or something online. He said, sir, I have started practicing. He doesn't give his poster to anybody again. You will give posters to some of these people. You will be calling them every day. You won't be able to do it. You understand? Someone, you see, that is how it goes. You share your passion. And let me tell you something. When you find your niche, your continuity will keep coming. It will keep coming. Now, let me explain this to you. Do you know that just yesterday, someone here who happens to be one of the lawyers just called another lawyer in another state and told him, look, you remember that man that used to speak to us? He's doing a training on digitalization. And that one just called me before this class started and told me, don't worry, I'm going to get you so number of students. And you know what that means. We are starting on Monday, another class. How is that possible? That is possible because of the world of digitalization. Now, which work are you doing? If you are a medical doctor, for example, in the past, all your patients have been within your area. Today, we are saying people will come to you even from other states. Why? Because they will have known your strength. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. And you can attend to them this way. Do you know that people are ready to pay on they are ready to pay this same amount. If you're a medical doctor, I have medical doctors here, so I know what I'm talking about. If you're a medical doctor, they are ready to pay you this same amount, and they are ready to, you will keep teaching. What are you going to teach? How to manage hypertension. What are you going to teach? How to manage diabetes. And you will design your program, you design your slides, you get ready, and you tell them to register. The first day 5 people will register. Once you are good, they will keep increasing. Do you know that if you are a lawyer and you want to talk about marital issues, divorce, and what have you, do you know some people are ready to pay to listen to it? Do you know that they are ready to pay to understand the marital laws guiding them? You know there are a lot of people that are having challenges. What do you need to do? You just start. You just start. That's how to maximize it. Oh, any field you are, as an academician in your field, not your students, not the students that have registered in the school where you lecture. No, there are some students outside there. They need what you have. They are ready to pay for it. Nothing is free online. You will give them counsel. You can do a 5-minute video. Tell them the importance. Maybe there's an area of research. Maybe you are a major, you are a researcher, and you want to teach them about it. You just tell them about research and the rest, and you share it. For more information, you put your number there, and you tell them it's 1,000. You tell them it's 2,000. 10 people registering, 5 people registering, 6 people registering. That's how you keep growing. You keep growing. You don't go back. You grow up. You don't grow back. Nobody grows back. You grow up. You don't grow back. Do you understand? So you keep growing, but you have to start it. You cannot continue wasting this gift. It's not possible. What is that thing that everybody appreciates in you? Commercialize it. That's what we are saying. That's what we are saying. You understand? You see, we all make mistakes. I remember, do you know, someone once advised and said, why don't you make this training free? I now looked at it that, well, you have a very good point, but it's not going to work. Do you know why it's not going to work? It's not going to work because if I make it free, how am I going to take out the challenges? You understand? And it does not even stop there. That's not the only thing. The things you have, let those who appreciate it to pay. You see, those who do appreciate it are the ones very close to you. Those who appreciate it, they are there in another state, in another country. They are there. We have had people from the north registering for this. We have had people from different places registering for this. You know the reason? Because I've found my niche, I've discovered my niche, and of course, I'm now delivering. So you see, you find your niche. It make sure your online presence is unique. Now I'm going to talk so much about this when we get to the issue of presence. Examples. There's someone there. I have one of our wonderful senior members of the University of Ibadan. I'm going to introduce you people to each other. I don't even know all of you. I have on this platform. And you know, when I went to check her profile, she has to make herself unique because of the peculiarity of her name. I'm going to be discussing about that. You have to make yourself unique. I have someone on the platform who came out very uniquely online. You know the reason? Because of the type, because of the way her name is couched. Do you understand? So that one happens. So you say that there will be no conflict. You have to be unique. See that uniqueness, and you have to be consistent with it. Build a website. If you have a business, build a website. There is no argument. You have a business, build a website. You have a chambers, build a website. You have a product, build a website. You have service, build a website. If you have content, build a blog. You want to write? I have a company, Davos College. Davos College, a website for Davos College. And I have a blog, Dayo Shobowale. Do you understand? Dayo Shobowale is where I pour out my gifts, I pour out my talent, I write about different things. That's free. Then I have my website, that's business. So business, build website, you have content, you build a blog, you build a professional brand, then you use Pinterest. That's very important. Then you think about privacy. I'm going to be talking much about privacy tomorrow. The next thing, how do you create a digital presence? To create a digital presence, you know, 90% of consumers are online seeking for something to purchase. And it will be very funny if they have nothing to buy from you. The people have to buy from you. They are ready. Don't miss out. Build an email list. That's it. Someone is saying, how do I get them? It's very easy. You are going to build an email list. Apart from that, you master search engine optimization. You have to master it. This is another training on its own entirely. Search engine optimization. There is a way you are going to program yourself, program your website, that your website will always be rated. Search engine optimization, that's all. Then you create value. Oh my, do you have a content? Do you have something to deliver? Google will always pay for value. You create value. Be active online. When we say being active, WhatsApp is not online. Get it clear. Being active on WhatsApp is not being active online. They are two different things. In French, we say s'appelle la même chose. It's not the same thing at all. Do you understand? They are two different things. So you have to be active online. How are you going to be active? In your area, take for example, you're a medical doctor and you are into gynecology. Anywhere they have written something about gynecology, make sure you leave a comment. That's being active online. Be active online. Don't be docile. Some of you think all you do is you just push things on WhatsApp. No, that's not activity. All the arguments on WhatsApp is not activity online. It's active on WhatsApp. Do you understand? You push something. There's some messages that you exchange on Facebook. That is not activity. You understand? Because some of those things are just play. They are not real. That's why today, everybody who wants to participate, nobody reads what you write on Facebook like that. Nobody does. Nobody cares about it. You question it. When you blog, you have when you have a blog, you have a presence. That's the truth. That's the truth. On Monday, by God's grace, we are starting another training on blog. You understand? How to design it. Oh, that's why I always advise the younger ones to go into that because it's a business. You learn how to design blog, you design for people, you collect your money, and you are good. You understand? So you create value. If you don't have value, don't go online. If you don't have anything to say, I remember one of my pastors once told me at the time, he said the world is a marketplace. If you don't have a product, don't appear. The world is a marketplace. If you don't have a product, just stay off. But what are you coming to sell? You understand? You be active online. You analyze your results. Now I have to check. You know, we have been working Friday to Sunday. But now we are bringing in Monday. Why? There's a public holiday. There's a special request. Some people are saying, no, we wanted to help us train the members of this, some lawyers in Akure wanted to help us train them, want to help us train these people. So we have to fix a Monday. Do you understand? It's a public holiday. Next week, you have been told most of the days are even public holidays. So we keep going. You analyze your result. You look at it. Which state are they calling me from? Which country are they calling me from? If you write on 5 topics, which of the topics do people want to know more about? You analyze your result. You see, these are the areas where we go up. I will be showing you about this result analysis in terms of my work in the digital world. Another thing is that you have to adopt new forums. Adopt new forums. I'll be showing you that. That's why there's a step I'm taking with yourself. You will introduce each other. I mean, by the end of the course today, I'm trying to study my time. You introduce each other, you understand that you have to adopt new forums to make a website. I've said that times and again. Now, what's the next thing? How do you create a digital presence? Set your goals. Please listen to me. If you just came to this class because you just stumbled, you know, some people, my dad paid for me. My dad said I should come. I understand. Please set your goals. There are 2-3 things you can make online. You can have relevance. Relevance is when they talk about a particular area, you are there. Relevance. You can have relevance. You can make money. That's the truth. You can make money. But before you make money, if you are going to make money by selling, it's fast. But if you want to make money that will be by relevance, it will take time. You can make money. You can make relevance. Then you have to set your goals. What do I want from the digital world? I want relevance or I want money. As at your starting point, then you begin to grow. If you want relevance, you want to be known. You want to be known in a particular area. You can't be known in every area. I'm talking especially to those of us who are in academics. I have lecturers here from various departments, from various faculties, education, medicine, law, different aspects that are in this class today, even in library. You understand? You discover that area as a librarian, for example, you want to be known in that your area worldwide. That is a goal. That goal can take you 1 year. It can take you 2 years. It can take you 3 months. Do you understand? I know if you are consistent for 6 months on a particular thing online, your rating will be 1. I'm telling you. I'll show you tomorrow. Your rating will be 1 if you are consistent. The challenge is, when I tell you consistency, it's not consistent in doing that thing alone, but consistent in reporting it online. Some of you, you do the type of things you do, you are very consistent, you are very good at it, but only you know about it. Nobody knows online. You have only identified yourself. You are not growing yourself. That's what we are talking about. Do you understand? Be consistent. So when you are consistent, set your goals, you get SEO, that's search engine optimization again. Be consistent and create value. Please, these are the principles. Someone told me, said that, when are we going to start digitalization? I laughed. I said, why did you answer that question? He said that because yesterday's class was theory, now laugh. And now I explained that if you don't understand the theory, you can't understand the practical. You understand? So be consistent and create value. You see, I've said this and I want you to understand. If as at now, your rating is 0 online, as at today is 24th of May 2020. If today your rating is 0, if you have a blog from tomorrow and you post twice a week on 2 or 3 areas, I'm telling you, within 3 months, your rating will be in the first 20 in that field worldwide. I'm telling you sincerely, because you'll be rated. Because you'll be rated, you will give it time. But one thing is, some people will start, they will run away. Now that you are in this class, now that you have registered for this class, please be consistent. It starts from the assignment. When I saw your work, some of you have started doing the design. That's how it goes. Apart from the design you were given, look for another picture, use that same software to work on that picture. That is how to go about it. Do you understand? Be consistent and create value. I've told you about value creation. Consistency is key. You have that at the back of your mind, then focus on the tool. Don't be confused. Confused people don't go far in the digital world. Focus on a tool. Have a social media presence. And now, I take some of you from your submission, nobody has a blog site. Nobody. I didn't see anybody writing a blog site. 1 or 2 people have websites. Most people don't have. Most people don't even have YouTube channel. Most of you do not have a LinkedIn account. Some people don't have Twitter handle now. Instagram, some of you are not there. You must have social presence. You cannot but have it. Oh, someone says it's distraction. I'll be teaching you about that one tomorrow. Are you getting it now? So you must have a social media presence. Then you comment on forums. I'm going to tell you that's going to be my class assignment today. You will go to my blog, you will read, and you must comment on at least 2 of the things I've written. I've posted about 15 within 6 weeks. I've posted about 15, they've rated it. Almost 6,000 people have read it worldwide. The stuffs are there. Once you go there to read, they'll be reporting to me. They will be reporting to me. They will report your country, your location. They will report, because there is something that will take your phone and everything, the digits of your phone, it will collect it. They will call them cookies. Do you understand? They will report them to me. You comment on forums. That is how to be active online. Do you understand? Then you give freebies online. You keep a track, and please be patient. Please, class, can you join me to write? Be patient. Do it patiently. I want you to write that. Be patient. It's key. Be patient. Be patient. Patience is key. You cannot rush. In the digital world, if you rush, the people will take advantage of you. You cannot rush. Yes, I'm saying that. Be patient, please. Be patient. Just help me tell someone, be patient. Thank you so much. Be patient. You have to be patient. I've told you about passion. I'm telling you about patience. You cannot rush. Be patient. Do you understand? You have to be patient. That's how it is. You grow, because very soon now you'll be seeing something. When you see that thing, don't get yourself confused. Don't think, oh, I'm finished. You are not finished. You need to be patient. Do you understand? That is what the digital world requires. Be patient. Patience is key, it's necessary, it's very important in the digital world. Please be patient. Thank you so much, Samuel Ajayi. You understand? Be patient. So these are the things we are looking at. Patience is very, very key. You have to be consistent, you have to be patient. So by the time you start, don't say, oh, tomorrow I've gone to Google, I've not seen my name. No, you have to be patient. It will take time. It will take months, but it will not take years. It will take months to be relevant. Once you are consistent, I'm telling you from experience, within 3 months you rise up. Within 3 months you rise up. Once you are consistent. Post on your blog twice a week on a particular area. Don't be Pick a tool, you will rise up. Within 3 months, you will rise up. Be patient. Be patient. Oh, someone said I'm not. Pusha, don't worry, you are patient. That's why I'm there as a mentor. Now you look at that. You have to be patient. What's the next thing now? Oh, this next thing, platforms for digital presence. What are the platforms that you need for digital presence? Of course, your social media. If you don't have a Twitter handle, you are not doing well. You are not doing well. You are not doing well. Dr. Ogunjobi, sorry, I have to pick you out. You are not doing well at all. You don't have a Twitter handle. LinkedIn, you don't have it. You are not doing well. Every professional must be on LinkedIn. Every professional. That's where we meet each other. That's where I believe Barrister I know a lot or something. I believe you are here because when I went to check on your LinkedIn, I will show you what I saw there. Understand? Some of you are not doing well. LinkedIn, you just have to do well. Facebook, you have to be there. But I've explained you have to use your Facebook, your email. Email, you must be consistent. You get it now. You have to be consistent. Then you have the video channels. You must get a blog. You don't have a choice. You carry content. It's either you are designing blog or you have a blog. It's either you are designing, you are a blog designer, or you own a blog yourself. These are the ways to have digital presence. That's all. These are the principles. This one is free. The social media platform, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, email, video channels, Instagram, they are free. Pinterest, they are all free. Do you understand? Then you now move to blog sites. Blog site, of course, you are going to pay. And once you pay, that gives you a very high rating. Then you have website. Digital activity, frequency shown by your images in Google. I'm going to be talking to you about this. Then please avoid digital redundancy. Am I not going to make you write again? You have to write that. Avoid digital redundancy. Avoid digital redundancy. Avoid digital redundancy. You must avoid it. You must avoid it. You must avoid it. I have someone raising hand in the house. You must avoid digital redundancy. You must stop it. You must not allow yourself to be digitally redundant. It's going to cause a lot of problems. Avoid digital redundancy. Now we are going to the last part of today's lecture. So yeah, definitely at this point, I like taking a break. I would have loved, let me see what I'm having there. Yes, thank you so much. That's from Mrs. Alabede. You avoid digital redundancy. Please fight it with everything on the inside of you. Fight digital redundancy with everything on the inside of you, because digital redundancy is usually destructive. It destroys your digital presence. So that's why we always warn against digital redundancy. I love that. Avoid DR. I love that. Digital redundancy. A lot of people are digitally redundant. If you check their Twitter handle, when last did you tweet anything? Are you saying nothing is happening? Even if you say God bless Nigeria, it's a tweet. Do you understand? You have to be consistent in these areas. You must avoid digital redundancy. Thank you so much. Now let's look at practical. We are in the second aspect. Normally we should take a break at this point. If you have another phone in your house, maybe you should collect it. Because there is something. I'm looking at all of you. I'm seeing all of you. Yeah, I'm seeing all of you. To avoid it, one must invest in technology and gadgets. Exactly. That good. Thank you so much. One must invest in technology and gadgets. Yes. And one must equally maximize time. I love that. One must maximize time online in doing what is right. Because once you have this technology and you have these gadgets, then you are enjoying yourself. You are avoiding digital redundancy. Now let's look at this. We have something to do, class. Are you there? Now, if you go to Google, and you type Dr. Dayo Shobowale, what are you going to see? I'm going to show you, I have it here. I am starting with myself. We want to check your presence. Please have to check your presence. We are going to check your name. You understand? When we check your name, you Dr. Adeoye, well done, I can see you. When we check your name, we know your presence. Now you look at this, after typing Dr. Dayo Shobowale, this is what you are going to get from Google. You see this? Look at my images. Now I want you to see something here. Right from this place, these are all my pictures. Now, this person who is a female here, was the time I congratulated her. That's the wife to the governor of my state. I wrote an article about her, congratulated her for her birthday, and because it was an article I wrote, I didn't write on Facebook. I wrote an article. That is why the picture is there against my name, Digital Friendship. Are you getting it now? Now, can you imagine? Maybe you wish that happy birthday if we are in the same state too. But the internet does not know you did. But forever, even after I might have died and she might have died, this will remain there forever. Do you understand? That's what we talk about digital presence. Now, can you imagine this? When we talk about Dr. Dayo Shobowale in the world, I have taken that name from everybody. That's digital presence. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You see it now. You can see the way things are. I've taken it. You see this picture, they are all my pictures. Now, how do you identify? Do you need to be told my profession? This is my job. Do you understand? What's my job? It's communication. You understand? It's communication. You are always going to see me with a mic. You won't see me in a jeans dancing. That's not my field. It's not my line. Do you understand? So I must reflect exactly where I belong. I want you to see it. That's why when we are talking about digital presence, you see, this is a program I held in 2018. All those things, some of you, maybe you have even done more than my humble self, but is it reported? Are you growing? That's what we are talking about. You understand? You type your name in Google, go to images. Out of this whole class, only 2 of you are identified by Google in this whole class. I've checked everybody. When you go to images, that you have the first 3 lines, all your pictures. No. You have to do a lot. Now let's check some other members of the class. Dr. Taiwo Ogunjobi. Now, this is where I'm going to talk about. I wrote Taiwo Ogunjobi and popularity. Please, I want you to check this. Let me give you some time to check this. Now, we have Dr. Taiwo Ogunjobi here. She is she's one of the senior staff in University of Ibadan, and now I've gone online to find out about her. You understand? But this is what I'm saying, and that is why we are talking of uniqueness. Do you know what is affecting my Dr. Mrs. Taiwo Ogunjobi? There was a Taiwo Ogunjobi. We all remember him, who was a Nigerian football player and the NFF Secretary General. You remember that Taiwo Ogunjobi, he has taken that name. That man died February 2019. As at today, 2020 May, he is still the owner of the name Taiwo Ogunjobi. Just a minute. You understand? Let me try to take a little break. This is the man here. Former NFF Secretary General Taiwo Ogunjobi is dead. Can you imagine? Now, our own Taiwo Ogunjobi, who is doing a lot of work at the University of Ibadan, the internet is not seeing her. Now, do you know what I'm telling you? When Dr. Mrs. Taiwo Ogunjobi, who is listening to me now, she's here, by the time she follows, she has a blog and she begins to post twice a week for the next 3 months. This rating will change. This rating will change. Do you understand? Now, because this is what they want. And now there's something else you are going to do. Another thing you can do is, when you see a popular name, take for example, your name is Segun Obasanjo. You know, before you will be rated above that Obasanjo, I had the same challenge. You know, there is one Shola Shobowale. People who are in politics and entertainment, they usually take over, even when they do nothing. You know, Google looks for content. Once you are the president of a country, you are the governor of your state, you don't need to do anything. They will begin to rate you. Google will look for you. Do you understand? That is what happens. That is what happens. You understand? So, like, what can you do in a case like this? I looked at it. If I just type Shobowale, Shola Shobowale will be coming up, because she's in the entertainment industry and everybody knows her. Do you understand? She has no blog, everybody knows her. But I must have a name. That is why I created my uniqueness. I was consistent. I started from uniqueness. Now, Dr. Taiwo Ogunjobi, that's Dr. Taiwo Ogunjobi. If Dr. Taiwo Ogunjobi has been active in the digital world, she will have pushed down this name. That's the truth. And I'm telling you, maybe I will, well, maybe of course, you are all our, you are all participants, and we are going to keep, we have a database for all our students. You understand? I'm going to push to you in another 2 months, by God's grace, that Taiwo Ogunjobi now has been taken over by Dr. Mrs. Taiwo Ogunjobi. All she needs to do is to follow what I've taught you today. That's all. That is all. That is all. She must do it consciously. This is your name online. When people check you, that's where they will check you. They will ask you, once I ask you what's your name, it tells it all. Who else did I check? Let's check another person in the class. Now, Dr. Kayode Adeoye, Dr. Kayode, welcome, sir. Yes, I have checked you. I can see you have opened your mouth very strongly. That this man, don't worry, I have got to check you. Now, Dr. Kayode, you are a medical doctor, but to my greatest surprise, your name is not here. I wanted to know if you are the one that graduated from Albert Einstein College of Medicine. Are you the one? No, you are not. So if you are not, that means that Google does not know you exist. Digital presence, 0. You now see you have a lot of work to do. So as a medical doctor, nobody knows you, and except the people that come to your hospital, and you are good. What does it take for you to report what you do? This is what I'm saying. What does it take for you to report what you do? Now, this is Adeoye Kayode, a financial planning specialist. This person is not better than you. It's not better. You understand? Oh, yeah, cool down, Madam Johansson, cool down. You understand? So, are you getting it? Dr. Kayode, you have to work on yourself. You have to work on yourself. You just have to do something about this. What I've laid foundation of, you must follow it. That's digital presence. Now let's move on because of our time. I have to be conscious of time. Now you look at this. Okay, I've done this for the last set. There's one person in the last set that was there, and of course I didn't get their profile. This is okay. Now this is another thing. Now I have a woman in the house, Kike Johansson. Now there's a peculiarity here. This woman very active. She lives in Sweden. She's one of us here. She's in class as we speak. She lives in Sweden, but she has been active and she has been reporting her activities. I have not seen her physically. We met, she's my digital friend. Can you imagine that? We met online, you understand? We have been relating. We belong to some groups together, to some clubs together online. Today, I've had a meeting with her on Zoom with some people. By 8:30 again, I'm having another meeting with her on Zoom. She's in class as I'm speaking to you. When I checked her profile, can you imagine? Now, even if you doubt her, she's an investor. Do you understand? If you doubt her, if she doubted me, all she needed to do was to go and check my profile. If I'm doubting her before investing, all I need to do is to check her profile. Can you see? This woman has taken 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything on that page of Google, she has taken it. But there's a peculiarity about her. What's the peculiarity? This name, Johansson. You see, that's another thing you have to get. Someone who is Taiwo Ogunjobi, you discover that, there is someone who goes by that name already. That gives you a challenge. Now, Johansson is unique one way or the other. At times, you might need to create some level of uniqueness, but you have to be consistent with it. You have to be consistent with it. Another issue which you have to understand, now I went ahead, look at Adekunle Aduloju. Barrister Aduloju, I don't know, are you in class today? I checked you, this is, Barrister Aduloju is not this person, it's not this person, he's a lawyer, he's a legal practitioner, yes, and I think this is where I got him. And Barrister Aduloju did something that I can't understand. Let me even look through to be sure he's in class. I've not seen him, I've not seen him. He was in class, okay? I've not seen him in class now. You understand? Barrister Aduloju, he did something that is so funny which you must not do, and this is it. Adekunle Aduloju look at what Google does. Google is telling me now that, look at this, Adekunle Aduloju went to OAU. Google, LinkedIn is telling me you both studied. I graduated from OAU, he graduated from OAU, but he's reporting. I don't know him before, you understand? You see now, but Barrister Aduloju does not have his picture here. Why? He's a lawyer, he's a barrister, over here, he should have his wig and gown. That's how it should be. Barrister Hassan was not in class yesterday. I would have reported his own. I don't know, you are around here now. Can you imagine? See your life outside, though, barrister. You see yourself? No picture. Now, how do I give you a job? You are a lawyer, no picture, nothing to show you are a lawyer. Do you understand? The fact that you are, I don't even know, maybe I never be a graduate of OAU, but this thing has told me that, hey, the two of you studied in Ife. I'm a graduate of Ife, you are a graduate of Ife. It has shown. You understand? That's LinkedIn. Everybody must be on LinkedIn. Now we have a wonderful madam. Of course, everybody here will still know. You remember this popular man, Baba Salah. You remember him? Am I right? Now the daughter is on the platform with us in this training, and I've checked her up. This is her name, Dr. Oyidamola Adejumo. You understand? I intentionally kept the Adejumo. Now, you see, Oyidamola has taken over. She's a PhD holder, she's a doctor, she's a musician. She has taken over everything. Now, I want you to see something about Oyidamola. She's on Facebook. You understand? Now, she's on Facebook. She, apart from, look at her, April 7th. She was active April 7th. Okay. This is an eye-opener. What a pity. God doesn't know my own card. That's how we try to be there. Thank you so much, sir. Okay. Yes. Dr. Adejumo, I can read from you. I've seen hello. Please go ahead and type. We can read from you. So Dr. Oyidamola, she's live here with us. Do you understand? Now look at the report about her. Shocking things you don't know about Baba Salah. Now, can you imagine? Baba Salah has gone to be with the Lord. Now, Adejumo is Baba Salah's name. Dr. Mrs. Ogunjobi of UI. This is what I want to tell you. Oyidamola is the daughter to Baba Salah. In fact, she's the one we used to call Salah when she was in Ife as a student then. Now, Oyidamola has been consistent. Despite the popularity of her father, she has pushed her father's name. Can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4. She has pushed that name down here. You get it now? That is what you are going to do to Taiwo Ogunjobi, because Baba Salah is no more writing. Baba Salah can no more grow, but Oyida can grow. If Dr. Adejumo Oyidamola has not been growing, Baba Salah's name will have been number 1 when you talk about Adejumo. That is what is happening to Taiwo Ogunjobi. So the moment you start growing, any name not growing, you push them down. You push them down. That is what happens in the digital world. Now, it doesn't stop there. Look at what Oyida has done. Can you see the next slide? Oh, no, I have to go back. This is Oyida. Can you imagine? Oh, in fact, when I got to her images, I just gave it to her. Of course, she's an entertainer. She's a musician. She sings. Do you understand? Can you see? This is the first line, the second line, the third line. Oyida has taken everything. Do you understand now? If you go to the fourth line, you will now see her dad. Despite all the popularity of her father, do you understand? Because of her consistency. Do you understand? That is why she has been able to achieve this. Okay, this is Oyida now and her dad. I remember when she sent this picture that year. Can you see this? I'm trying to show you that aspect. Can you see this particular picture? Are you with me here? Can you see this? Now, this particular picture, I remember the year she posted it, and she said, no, I'm not interested. We should not spread it. This was when they were carrying the rumor that the father was late. Do you understand? Now, that picture she sent, if it was limited to WhatsApp, nobody will see it. I am trying to connect since it's evident I have missed it. Oh, sorry. No problem. No problem. I'll find something to do for you, Barrister Adeloju. Now, you understand? So you see what I'm saying now? This is what she posted. Now, these are the ratings of how people are checking her work. Now, you can see that everything about her speaks song. That is what I'm saying. That is branding. He speaks song. Now, this is the reason why most people do not know that Oyida is an academician, that she is also a PhD holder. You know the reason? Because everything about her is song, 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 song. You get it? That's the brand she's promoting. Now she needs to create a balance. If not, people will keep thinking maybe her PhD is honorary, not knowing that maybe her doctorate is honorary, not knowing that it's a real PhD. Do you understand? So this is what you need to understand. Now, everything you do comes into record. I'm sure that if Oida himself has not checked this, she may not know that this picture, because I remember she said, pull down this picture that particular year, that they don't want people to spread it. You understand? That is what we are talking about, the digital world. It doesn't stop there. Let's move on because of our time. Now, okay, I checked this for someone and the person was not, that was one of the last class. Now, what are the benefits of LinkedIn that you have seen? From what you have seen, you discover that LinkedIn will give you, it will help you to get jobs. If you are working in a place, you want better placement, they can only call you through LinkedIn. It makes important business connections. Do you know something about LinkedIn? Nobody wishes anybody happy birthday on LinkedIn. Nobody is concerned with that. It helps you to get jobs, good jobs. That's what you get on LinkedIn. You get mentees, you get mentors. It's a serious professional platform, LinkedIn. Very important to know that. Now let's move on. Futures of digital branding. What are the things you need? Your company. If you have a company, brand it. It's the organization you work for. That company will help you in branding yourself. Your professional body, if you are an engineer, pay your fees. All lawyers, for example, with your call number, if you go to MBA website, we should have something to write to say about you. Lawyers, medical doctors, lecturers, your professional body will also promote you. But apart from that, website is compulsory if you are into business. Blog site is compulsory for content delivery. All lawyers in the house, blog sites, www.osahonnewton.com, www.adolojubaba.com. That is the blog site that will promote you. You don't need a physical chamber. All you need is a blog. That's it. Oh, you need a blog. Mrs. Kike Johansson, you need a blog. Mrs. Dr. Mrs. Taiwo Ogunjobi, my boss ma, you need a blog. With your position in UI, you cannot hide it. You need a blog. Dr. Kayode, how will you be a medical doctor and you don't have a blog? Who knows you? Who cares? Nobody knows you. You need a blog, and that is exactly what is important for you to get. Personality, social media platforms. I've told you this is key and this is necessary. How do you improve your digital presence? You, of course, it has to present as some of one website optimization, then a business blog, social media, email marketing, and guest posts. These things are very important. Then you engage audiences with visuals. That's why we are teaching you how to make design. You engage audiences with visuals. Now, with over 1 billion users currently on Facebook, my brother, how are you not going to get your own? Over 1 billion users. How are you going to miss it? You can't miss out with what you carry, over 1 billion users. You are going to get something. There's a lot of potential eyeballs who can view your previous work experience. But if you don't put it there, how would they view it? If you don't put it there, how would they know you? Creating a professional profile allow you to increase the odds of someone. If you want to hire a manager, they will go and check your profile, see your profile and reaching out for a preliminary interview. That's it. I've been called several times just because of my digital presence. They're going to call you. If you are good, they will call you. Once you write, they will call you. So you are going to work on that. They will call you, invite you, buy your products once you are good. This is what I was telling you. And there's going to be a report. I was trying to tell you this, that this is my LinkedIn. It's saying that one works at Chevron Oil Nigeria Limited. 3 people viewed my profile from Federal University of Ekiti. 1 from Chevron Oil Nigeria Limited. When you go to your LinkedIn page, you will see all the people that are checking your page. LinkedIn is taking record of them. You will now discover, are you making progress? Are you making impact? You understand in all you do. So now look at my Twitter page. Look at the picture. What does this speak to you? Speaker. Do you understand? What does this tell you? He's a speaker. He's a communicator. That's who he is. Do you understand? And that's what I've shown you here. So you have to understand, Dr. Dashoko, you see it at a glance. You know what I have done. You know what I am for. You know what I stand for. You know what I celebrate at a glance. And that's what I expect you to be doing. Now, How we are rounding up now. The presence of digital presence. How do you get it? Digital presence will give you digital value. Oh, digital value, when you have digital frequency, that's activity. When you combine digital presence with digital value and digital frequency, that's what I'm teaching tomorrow. You are going to have digital footprint. That will give you digital dominance. The digital dominance that you have will now give you digital demand. There will be a demand on you. Yes, there is a report I didn't bring. Dr. The Professor General, my dear brother and friend, I have gone to check your profile. Your profile was last updated in 2012 by OAU when you were electoral 1, 2012. Is it 2012 or 2014? By OAU. I saw it, I said, no, you have gone more than this. You have gone more than this. Oh, I have checked my name with my, okay. Oh, good. God bless you, my barrister, sir. Oh, God bless you, sir. I appreciate you so much, barrister. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, sir. I have about 2 or 3 baristas in the house today. Yes, I think about 3. I think Indi is in the house too. So digital demand, there's going to be demand for you. It is when they know you. Look at Kike Johansson. You discover that Kike Johansson, when you see her, she's an investor. You will want to invest in her because she is a non-investor. Google knows her as an investor. Let me tell you something. If you are a fraudster, if you go and you write fraudster in Google, if you show you who you are, Google will show you. It will show you who fraudsters are. You understand? Because for someone to be called a fraudster, it's just a single person who will write against that person. Once it is confirmed, you cannot delete it. I will teach you that tomorrow. So if you want to invest, oh, I have 1 million naira. I don't know where to put it. Just call on Kike Johansson. She is a great investor, internationally recognized. She's a Nigerian that resides in Sweden, but she comes home and goes back. In fact, if you are close to her, you will meet her here in Nigeria more than you meet some of the people that are living in Nigeria because she comes in and out. You understand? So you have to understand this. It is when you have your digital frequency, there will be digital dominance. Look at the way Onita has dominated that name. Even her father's name was pushed back. You understand? You will have digital dominance. Then people will begin to demand for you. When they want a musician, they will call you. They want an investor, they will call you. They want a barista, they will call you. They want a librarian, they will call you. When they want a medical doctor, they will call you. It will give you digital dominance, digital demand. It's something, then you begin to have digital profit. Is someone in the house? I believe you have learned something today. That is when you will begin to have digital profit. You understand? And that is how it is. That's how life is. Are you ready for digital profit? Are you ready to act on what you have done? Are you ready to increase yourself, your value system? That's what we are talking about. You understand? So please just have a change of mind. After this, that's what you have some assignments. Number 1, you have to go to my website, my blog, www.dayoshobowale.com. Go to www.dayoshobowale.com. When you get there, what you do is to write. You understand? You will read. You can read 2 or 3 of my write-ups. Then you comment on them. That is how to improve. That is how to improve. You understand? You comment on them. I believe with these few points today, you have been able to learn something new. Maybe I should have your expression from text. How has been today's class? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And God bless you. Then I'm going to take 1 or 2 questions before we call it a class so that we can clean the room and you return back to the WhatsApp group. You understand? Thank you so much. God bless you. So let me have 1 or 2 questions.